Hello everyone and welcome to Sacred Symposium. This is part of my YouTube where I do a channel from spirit. Sometimes it works out to be a mediumship session, but I've just been sitting in a little bit of a quiet spot just for a moment. I've done my tarot reading, which is now up on the channel as well for you today. Wednesday the 10th of September 2025, but I've just been tuning in and there's certainly an energy that is settling within my body, a little bit more than usual. I can be quite mind connected, this is much more coming in, so I'm just going to reconnect with that and see if that energy wants to impart any words of wisdom to you. It might just be a sensation for me, but I'm asking if they can share some words of wisdom. I think they're going to do their best, so we'll see how it goes. Okay. Yes, indeed, we are here. We are delighted to be able to be with you in this way. And we understand there is a great gathering watching. We appreciate all of your eyes and your ears to listen to the words that are conveyed from our energy. We are coming at a time where many on the planet, your planet, are feeling a great deal of suffering and confusion and a reluctance to step forward into their spiritual nature because they are so attached to their physical nature. We are very aware of the great pull of that physical nature and how it is very much settled within your psyche and in your living experience. But we want to come forward and teach you that there is another aspect of you that is very much neglected and would very much help you a great deal should you turn to it for some advice, some consolation, some direction, some safety and security, because your minds are all a turmoil right now. We understand there is great difficulty occurring, and we can see that it is not over and that there are many things that are going to be thrown up for you to manage and to overcome and to maintain your dignity and balance throughout. But what we would say is the challenge is there so you can step up and accept this new transformational period. The challenge is there to ignite that inner compass so you are directed back to your soul self and that beingness that exists through all time, space, unlimited. And as soon as you do, a new source of comfort will come forward for you, which will enable you to feel a great deal of balance and sustainability for yourself. When you have a least regret about your experience of living, when you do not fight against the flow of life, when you're prepared to to take random choices and steps that may not feel logical to you. That is an intuitive and an aligned process that we encourage you to bear witness to and to follow through with. We are delighted to be working with so many in order to protect the earth and her inhabitants, humans and nature alike. You are but a part of nature, even though many of you consider yourselves separate. But you are very much in that natural world, and we appreciate a great deal the advantage of recognizing that. There is a discourse between who you think you are and who you actually are. And so we encourage you to take time, sit if you can for a moment, and allow the higher realms, which are very much present now more than ever, to access you and your intellect in order to share with you and comfort you, to feel into you so you can feel the adjustment within. It is no good someone repeating something that came from somewhere else and you feel that latching onto that would refrain all of the difficulty from siding into your life. And we say, no, we want you to accept the difficulty. That is the encouragement to blend with your spiritual self, with your spiritual energy, in order to access the strength that you need, in order to access the governance that you need. We do not think that you should fall in line with your own governments. We think you should access the higher governance of you, your higher self, your connectedness to all. That is why we are coming forward as groups, as beings, through many currently, because there is a great need to satisfy this question and satisfy this longing, because you understand at some fundamental level that there is a great separation from this aspect of you. And many of you try and fill this in some way. But if you could only tune into yourself and analyze what is happening and allow for the connection to occur, you would let go of so much. You would let go of pain and suffering and judgment and condemning, and you would embrace all, and you would be a witness to an unfolding peace and harmony. We want you to understand that the more you connect with Spirit, the more peace and harmony will flow into your life. It is that simple. Many of you think it is a fairy tale. Perhaps the fairies are correct. Perhaps there is a need to suspend your logical thinking and tune into an aspect of you which is very real and very alive and very available. The act of channeling, for example, is a way to suspend your questions, suspend your defense, suspend your aptitude for clarity and decision making. There is no decision making. This being here must allow what comes through to come through. Often a channeler will have recognized a certain pattern in a sentence or words that line up together, and there is part of this being that will be doing their utmost to understand it, and there's part of this being that is simply allowing the words to come quickly, to flow, to be present, so trusting that they make sense and that they are of value. The value is being heard. So we are delighted to be with you, and we are delighted to encourage you to your spiritual nature encourage you to walk with your higher self, encourage you to tune more into that, because that will bring peace and harmony to the planet. We are requiring you to do so. And it is one of those things where are you waiting to be pushed into it? Are you waiting for the final call, for the 11th hour to arrive? Then will you throw your hands to heaven and beg for support? Do not wait. Ask now. Support is freely given, always. Always. You cannot outnumber the support that Spirit has. There is more than enough for every single one of you. And no matter what challenge you face, it is available. Simply ask. Don't deny yourself this right to support, this right to divine guidance, this right to divine intervention. It comes from such a loving place that when you sit in it, you will feel it, and you will never be the same again. You cannot. Once you have felt the divine love, nothing in your world comes close. So do not go without. Do not live in lack. Let this energy fill you, and it will sustain you, and it will bring you where you need to be. We are not for your suffering. We are for your success. And we endeavour to be ready and to guide you through that also. So if you feel this wheel of change, if you feel a notion to think slightly differently than you have, then it is time. Seek out the teachers. Seek out the time to sit and be with one spirit, one being, one energy. These are changing times, and your world, the building blocks of your world, are shifting a great deal. But what it allows you to do is return to your oneness. And in that there is no fear, there is no anger, there is no judgment. There is only the desire to pour love and more love onto the planet. And if that is what you do, and the other person does, and the other person next to them do, then that has a chance of healing the trauma and the wounds that are occurring right now. We are not neglecting the trauma and wounds that have occurred previously, and we reiterate that the love that pours forth is healing, is harmonious, and it stretches beyond time and space. So there is never no reason not to bring forward this vibration, and you can, and we have faith that you will. Thank you. We will step back. We have enjoyed that immensely, and we are congratulating this one on her ability to hold more of our energy. We are of the blue avian race, and we are delighted to help. Thank you. We will shift to the side. Thank you. Can you hear the birds outside? The birds have been my friends for a while now. Like real birds. And then I was joined by these bird-like beings. That was an interesting channel for me. Sometimes I see a lot of pictures, but it seemed to kind of like cover over my eyes, so I wasn't seeing. And I was very much aware that sometimes you're going, what is that word? Like, you jump in as well, but it was very much I was further back, and it was lovely. And that's the thing when you channel, when you connect, when you channel, when you take your 10 minutes, when you sit and you ask the vibration of love to be with you, for example, it feels great. It feels great. And it's healing. It will heal your body. It will heal your wounds. It will heal your pain and your suffering. And then you emanate it into the world. And you share it like this. And if that's the legacy that I leave, that's good enough for me. Give us that thumbs up, because we're in the real world again. Give us a like. Let me know how that felt. Did you notice that was different? Yeah, there's a bird flying over now. Yeah, definitely. I think I'm getting my wings. Take care of yourselves. Catch you next time. Bye.